Strong scientific evidence shows that there is a strong connection between the neurochemical pathways that humans use for pain and the ones they use for pleasure. Such a connection may be the key to unlocking why we seek out extremely sour candy. To be first torn down by the bitter, tart, acidic taste, only to be rescued by the very sweet. Today, we kick off Candy Month by exploring the world of candy masochism and diving deep into overtly sour candy. Should we make it out unscathed, we will unclench our teeth, deep pucker our lips, and ask, "You tried that?" You tried that. We're here to talk about sour candy. I'm Nick Novak with my pals Chad Hancock.
Hey!
Nick Geiger.
Hello!
Okay. And we're here to talk about sour candy. This is the first episode of Candy Month, but we have somebody here to help us out. We've gone through many tries to get this episode on the road, but I think we're doing it now. And it's a good friend, Allison, and she's back to help us out today. Allison, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me back.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, great to have you again.
And so let's start by talking about sour candy and how we feel about it in general. We'll start with our guest, Allison. Do you like sour candy? And if so, what are some of your favorites?
I love sour candy within reason. Like, I like semi-sour candy. Sour Patch Kids are my absolute favorites. And when I was really young, I really liked Lemon Heads, which actually they're still pretty good. Lemon Heads. So those two I like, but something like a Warhead, or we have some even more sour than that here. I'm not too excited to try those.
Chad, what do you think?
I never ate a lot of sour stuff growing up. You know, I don't really fuck with the sour. All the sour stuff that we have tried on this podcast, I think I've disliked or hated. So buckle up. It's gonna be a great app.
Geiger, you like the sour? Do you mess with the sour?
I kind of, when I was a kid, I liked it just because I think we thought it was funny to see how long we could like hold the warhead on our tongue, or like I think the warhead even had like a rating on the side. We might have talked about that before. So as a stunt candy, I liked it as a kid. I don't ever think I thought they tasted good. The one I always think of is Warheads, and there used to be this thing called sour balls. I think they were actually gum inside. I'm not sure. They're just big, round, like powdery balls. And as kids, we used to we like traded them around, different flavors and stuff. But in general, sour stuff, I'm kind of, it's fine. I don't love it. How about you know it?
Wait, is stunt candy a term?
Yep.
Is that?
Yeah, like there's stunt men, and in porn there's stunt cocks. So there's stunt candy where it's just fake candy made of like sawdust and stuff, but it's also very sour.
It's like you were going to show off for your friends, like you were the evil Knievel of candy.
Yeah.
And you would get this most sour candy and call everyone to watch you eat it.
Yeah, I'd eat like regular candy bars, and I had like a radioactive symbol on the side, and I would eat it, and everyone just like would applaud and throw things at my feet. I'd walk around. So awesome. And then they didn't realize it just tasted like, I don't know, strawberry gum or something.
Is stunt candy made out of the cremated remains of Evel Knievel? Is that where it comes from? Okay. Then sign me up. Love eating a corpse.
You forgot to mention that in your explanation. You forgot.
A little known fact. It's actually made of Knievel bone marrow.
I don't think in the history of time kids have ever been like impressed by eating candy. So I don't know.
You weren't there,
Maybe?
Allison.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe at your school they were. I don't know.
Oh man, did you see that kid eat that Snickers bar? What a badass.
Man, when I marched up to accept my crown as prom king and my teeth falling out from all the candy I've been eating, you fucking wrong.
I probably am on the same level as most of you guys. I like some sour candy to a certain level. Again, Warheads are only fun to like eat with my kids to see who can last the longest eating them, but I don't buy sour candy willfully. So we'll see. There's not a lot of sour candy lovers here, but in this we have some pretty extreme stuff today. Now, Allison, you had a story
I do.
that involved sour candy. Now, most people don't have a sour candy story, but when we talked about an episode and planned it out, I said, you can be on the sour candy episode. You said, that's great. I actually have a story about Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, it's true.
I said, wow, what a coincidence. I found the one person in the whole world with the Sour Patch Kids story.
And then if you remember,
and asked them to be on my Sour Candy podcast.
Remember if I told you I actually have a second story about Sour Patch Kids too, but one of them is much bigger than the other.
Is the first one gonna be one time I ate a Sour Patch Kid, and then the second one is, and then I ate a second Sour Patch Kid?
No. No, it's like a choose your own adventure. Like, do you want to hear about the one that involves a Lamborghini or the one that involves Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal?
I think I speak for my man Chad when I say we want to hear about that Lambo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start me up with that Lambo.
Okay. And I also had to get permission to tell this story from my brother-in-law. So, who was, shall we?
What? He stole a Lamborghini, and then after we ate Sour Patch Kids.
Exactly. We traded a bag of.
All right, go ahead.
So, all right, we have to preface this with this was after an entire day of tailgating at a Brewers game. Yeah, in which I think, went into the Brewers game.
Tailgating at a Brewers game?
Yes. Charge.
I have just the sound effect for that.
Wait a minute, hold on. You took a Lamborghini tailgating?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't our... Nope.
What the fuck? You put the brats?
You're jumping the gun here.
I'm just pulling up in the Miller Park in a Lambo. Hey, he wants a Miller Lite.
Okay. So, and so there was alcohol involved in this story. We definitely went into the Brewers game like in the 5th inning and left in the 8th inning. So
wow.
After
true fans.
Yeah. So like, this is boring. Okay. So anyway, after that, again, a lot of alcohol involved. We left. This didn't happen in the parking lot. This was after this at a separate parking lot. So as I sort of alluded to before, my brother-in-law loves Sour Patch Kids, like loves them. Like, he'll like feel the bags to get the freshest ones at the store.
Okay. That's creepy.
Not weird.
So we.
He's like, oh, these precious Sour Patch Kids.
Exactly.
I love to go after he's been there so I can have all the freshly hand massaged candy that he left behind.
He's giving the kids massages. No, but so we got out.
You might want to reframe that next time you tell the story.
That's not part of it. Okay, so we get out of the car after leaving the Brewers game and coming home. We get out of the car and start walking away. And my brother-in-law is eating a bag of Sour Patch Kids, and he kind of taps me, and he's like, "Allison, look, there's a Lamborghini parked next to us." So we're walking away, and he throws a Sour Patch Kid at the Lamborghini, and it landed on the Lamborghini.
Why?
So, because it was funny.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
I don't
my
know
bad. I forgot that's hilarious.
So.
Common classic prank.
Because it's hilarious, Chad. That's why.
You had to be there, I guess. You had to have done a whole day of tailgating. It was funny. So, anyways, he and I proceeded to throw a lot of, maybe like 10, 15 Sour Patch Kids at this Lamborghini.
Like on the windshield or like?
No, kind of just like trick shots, like behind our, like throwing them across the parking lot, and like.
Where'd they land? You mean? So they land on the hood?
They landed all over. Yeah, the hood, all over, all over.
Trick shots.
Yeah, it was funny again. So.
It's stunt candy.
It was stunt candy. So at this point, my husband's really proud of us. He's always really proud of us. And he had gone inside. So we followed him inside. And at that point, I started freaking out. And I was like, and so my brother-in-law's like, okay, what do we have to do? Like, we have to go back down to the parking lot and clean up all the Sour Patch Kids. So we ran back out there, cleaned up all the Sour Patch Kids that we could find, which was hopefully all of them, but we're still not sure. because it was August. So the next morning when we came out, we had left some Sour Patch Kids on the ground, and they had definitely melted. So, but the Lamborghini was gone. So
the Lamborghini had also melted.
Exactly. So hopefully, like, I don't know where this guy keeps the Lamborghini. Hopefully it was in like a cooled garage. Hopefully we got all of them. Hopefully they didn't dent. But I don't know.
This is Allison's story of how dangerous. This is how nice of a person she was. This is the story. She barely wanted to admit that any of this happened, which was throwing candy at a car, feeling so bad about it,
Lamborghini.
and then going to clean it up.
Yes, exactly. I was like almost in tears. I was like, we have to go clean it up.
Yeah, we're talking about a Lamborghini. It's not like you were throwing it at some piece of shit Ferrari or something like that, you know?
What if it dented the Lamborghini?
What kind of trick shot were you? From a bazooka?
We were throwing them pretty hard.
Do you throw like 100-mile-per-hour fastball with this
Your
thing?
brother-in-law finds the fresh ones.
Exactly. Yeah. I guess they were soft. You're right. You're right.
We know that he finds the soft ones, so it's not an issue. Now, if it had been a Nissan, would you have gone back to clean up the candy, or was it just the Lambo that brought you
It probably
back?
was just the Lambo. Yeah.
You know the saddest part about that is that like probably that Lambo guy deserved it more than somebody in a Nissan would. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a 98% chance that guy, and it is a guy because he bought it because he has a small dick, is like a huge asshole, right?
Probably.
Was the license plate like "I hate Sour Patch" or something on the back? Is that what you went by?
No. But hopefully we got them all off, because if one was left on and it melted on, like, I feel like that would have ruined the finish. So. And that's
So you're not a nice person. You just like classic cars.
Exactly. Yeah. I hate Lamborghinis.
You just appreciate fine automobiles.
You appreciate fine automobiles
guilty.
and 1/8 of a baseball game.
I was like, yay!
That doesn't check out. Don't check.
All right, so that was the first story. Let's hear the second Sour Patch Kids story.
The second Sour Patch Kids story was when I was in high school. I would bring Sour Patch Kids as a snack, or occasionally. And my high school boyfriend at the time, one time had Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, and so we decided to mix them together in the bag and eat them together. And we called it Cinnamon Patch Kids. And they are delicious.
Brilliant.
Really?
You didn't want to go with Sour Toast Crunch on that one?
That would have been the other option, but
It would have been.
No, we went with Cinnamon Patch Kids, and we ate them for
I'll allow it.
the good portion of a year, and like made everyone try them, and they are delicious. So I'm standing by that.
Well, let me ask you this: if I was going to make a homebrew of this Cinnamon Patch Kids, on a scale of 1 to 10, how massaged do the kids need to be? And am I massaging these kids to the point of happy ending?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm glad that we started with the Lambo, because that was
Yeah.
Now, did your boyfriend in high school also have a Lamborghini?
He did not.
Wait. The boyfriend's name was Bill Gates, because a man who could come up with an invention like that is just the start.
Yeah, it all came full circle. Later on, he bought that Lamborghini, and that's why we threw Sour Patch Kids at it. I don't know.
He came out and saw Sour Patch Kids stuck to it and looked around for you, just like for his lost love. It's like, I know she's around.
Pulled out like a lonely box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch with your picture on it, and just like.
All right.
Well,
so let's get the sour taste of those stories out of our mouth.
Thank you.
We have to. Allison, tell a third Sour Patch story. I don't want to eat these things.
I will say your 2 Sour Patch Kid stories are significantly better than my 2 piss stories. So there you go.
I heard those.
Can confirm.
Also, like, more related to the episode somehow.
Somehow.
Not
They were
the piss
about the topic of the
stories. It was
episode. We never had an episode where we tried 3 kinds of piss.
No, don't do that.
It's the only intro topic that's ever been related to the episode.
True.
All right. We're gonna try the sour candy now. We're gonna rate all these sour candies on a 5-point scale. A love dat, like dat, indifferent to dat, dislike dat, and hate dat. And we're gonna try to go what we would assume is least to most sour. So we're gonna start with the Airheads. Airheads Xtremes Sourfuls.
Why are there so many S's? Extremes Sourfuls.
Airheads
I don't know.
Xtremes Sourful. Start sour, stay sour.
This is the rainbow berry soft and chewy candy, and what it boasts up top, which is important for us to note, is that it starts sour and stays sour, because a lot of sour candy, like the Warheads and things, you get a burst of sour and then you're done.
And they spelled extremes the cool way. So this is like a tube. All my tubes are squished flat, even though the picture on the front says they should be round.
Kind of oblong.
Mine are also squished flat. So Allison's brother-in-law,
Exactly.
Allison's brother-in-law has been squishing these.
Yeah,
packages.
he went through the aisle and massaged these, so.
He massaged Chad's tubes till they were flat.
So the outside of these are look like a rainbow Sour Patch Kid, basically. It's very Sour Patch Kiddish on the outside, and then there's some kind of what appears to be like a white cream filling on the nose.
I'm calling this right now.
White cream filling, like all good tubes.
These are not that extreme. These are sour, but they're not giving me the twitchy eye.
They're barely sour.
They didn't earn all their S's, and they're X in front of extreme.
Mm-hmm.
What is the inside? What is it supposed to be?
The white part? Yeah, the inside's like squishy and white. I think it's just more of the candy is probably just not colored.
Are yours like really chewy? It's like kind of like a gum
Mhm.
almost.
I don't think the inside is sour. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's hard to say.
This thing is barely sour.
Yeah, barely sour.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the inside is sour either.
Like, this might be the least sour thing we've tried on,
Yeah.
Like, they're almost more sweet than sour. Like, they should be called Extreme Sweetfuls.
Our Airheads are normally sour anyways, right?
Are they? I don't know what an airhead
No.
is.
I don't know.
No.
I haven't had an Airhead in forever.
An Airhead's
I thought some of them are
an
sour.
Airhead's kind of like Laffy Taffy-ish.
Yeah, like a big Laffy Taffy.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I disagree with the packaging on this one. It does not start sour or stay sour. And it's not always flavorful either.
All right. Let's get to rating these. Allison, you are the guest, so you lead off our first snack. Tell us what you think of them, and then give them a rating.
As we already said, it's not very sour, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but these also just don't taste very good at all. Like regular Airheads definitely taste like fruity, like more like Laffy Taffies, and these I don't taste like, there's pictures of berries on the front. They don't taste like berry to me. I don't like these at all. So I'm gonna give this a dislike dat. I don't hate them because I can eat them, but I would give it a dislike dat.
All right, a dislike to start from Allison Geiger. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Allison made a good point where they're called rainbow berry, but I mean, they might just be called lemon. And last I checked, lemon isn't a berry. They don't taste anything like fruit. They just taste generically sour, but not so sour. Like, they fail on both counts to me. They're not that tasty, and they're also not like so sour that it's like worth it for like to say I ate one because of the sour, gimmicky. The stunt, it's not a good stunt candy, is what I'm saying. I wouldn't be able to press anyone with this. So I think she's right on. I think I'd give it a dislike that. They're not the worst thing I've ever eaten. They're just kind of there. They don't really impress me that much. I don't think they taste all that great.
All right, 2 dislikes, Chad.
I'll stop the dislike train here at the station. These aren't that bad. I think these are like a sour candy designed for somebody like me who doesn't like sour things. If I was going to eat a sour candy, which I'm not, but if I was, then this might be something that I would eat. It doesn't taste like berry, that's true. It could certainly be improved in a lot of ways, but I think they're fine, so I'm just going to give them an indifferent to that.
All right, I'm more closely aligned with Chad. They aren't terrible. I think the flavor's okay. It's the chewiness that's a little off, and I think it's whatever that white center is. Because without the white center, it's basically a Sour Patch Kid. I think these would probably really do damage to a Lambo on a hot day. I think I could eat them.
Only one way to find out.
I could eat them, but I definitely wouldn't get them from the store by choice. So I'm going to go with Chad and give them an indifferent to dat. So 2 indifferents and 2 dislikes. Not a really strong start, but knowing what's ahead, it may be enough. 2 indifferents may be enough to win the day here.
It's only downhill from here.
So next up, we've got the Warheads Extreme Sour Mini Hard Candy. Now these come in like a bigger than a Tic Tac package, but like that style of package that you might carry around and just pop a Warhead in your mouth. Now this one thing working against the Airheads is that it was the same flavor the whole way through. I think it really could have benefited from a change of flavor, and this at least lists off black cherry, green apple, lemon, watermelon, and raspberry as 5 flavors that are in this package.
Before you guys eat this, I just want to point out the warning on the side here. Eating multiple pieces within a short time period may cause a temporary irritation to sensitive tongues and mouths. So I guess we don't try all 5 flavors.
Serving size is 5, so...
They are about the size of, I mean, they're bigger, rounder than a Tic Tac, maybe 2 Tic Tacs total together. What flavor are you going to try so we don't overlap?
I'm going to do the blue raspberry.
I like green.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's...
Green apple, maybe.
Yeah, the green apple.
I got watermelon.
All right, I'll do lemon.
This is...
I thought these were chewy the whole time until I just read that they're hard candy.
It's funny to me that they say they're for ages 4 and up as well. I've never seen an age limit on a candy, but I guess you wouldn't want to feed this to a baby. Why would you want to feed any candy to a baby? But oh boy!
Oh wow!
Right, bang.
This is pretty sour.
Oh.
I do not like this.
It is very sour.
I'm a little scared.
But unlike the Airheads, it doesn't stay sour. You suck on it for a little bit, and then it's now it's just this generic, lame, hard thing in my mouth.
I'd say it's about 10 to 15
That's the
seconds.
first time that's happened, huh?
10 to 15 seconds of sour flavor. This is basically just a Warhead for people who have had Warheads. A smaller version of them. I don't see much different. I actually think the Warhead tastes better after the sour is gone than these seem to. I don't know if I have the lemon and I'm not tasting much flavor at all. Are you guys on these other flavors?
Green apple's good. I like the green apple.
Yeah, it's a very mild flavor, but it's also probably by contrast, right? Like your tongue gets blessed out, and then it's you almost need to like white balance your tongue after. Like again.
I'm gonna try the green apple.
I like the green apple. Speaking of sour and babies, have you guys seen those videos where they like people like feed lemons to their babies and like take a video of it?
Ugh, no. Fuck people.
No.
You have not. You haven't. It's pretty funny, but also terribly mean.
It's right up your alley.
What do I just go on YouTube and Google bad parents or something? Like what?
Exactly. Google like lemon baby. I don't know.
Lemon baby?
Lemon baby?
All right. Let's see what happens if I search for lemon baby.
There you go. Lemon baby. Probably will come up.
Lemon baby image.
Have you ever seen those YouTube clips?
Is
not image.
Of people that throw Sour Patch Kids at babies' faces?
Funny babies eating lemons. Yeah, it's a bunch
there
of
you go.
babies with
there you go.
Even more jacked up faces than babies normally have.
Then they take out the lemon and throw it at a Lambo.
Right.
Yeah. Babies are ugly. That's what I'm saying.
Some hot takes on babies over here from Chad.
I don't notice. I guess the green apple is a little bit better than the watermelon. I will say that because I am getting some apple flavor.
I don't know that I would sit here and eat 5 of them.
You sure could. I couldn't eat 5 minuscule pieces of candy. They're so great.
They are?
They are.
I would have 1.
Very articulate of you.
Chad, let's start with you this time. What do you think?
These are stupid. You get a little bit of the sour and then barely any flavor after that wears off. You're just stuck with this thing that you can't like chew. If it had like a soft center, maybe where after the sour wore off, then you could chew it and get some flavor. I could see the appeal. They're not actually as sour as I thought they would be based on sort of like the packaging and the warning and stuff. So I'm even disappointed in that regard. So these will get a straight dislike that from me.
All right, I'll go. I think this is a tough call. I'm lingering between the dislike and an indifferent. The lemon was the worst. I tried a couple of them, and the lemon flavor wasn't strong. Now you need a really strong. I don't mind the sour game of trying to get through the sour part as long as the candy that comes after is really sweet to really show the other side of it. And only some of them were. I kind of actually like a regular Warhead better than this, but I'm gonna go. I hate to just keep going indifferent on this stuff, but I'm gonna go an indifferent to that on the extreme sour Warhead minis. So a dislike and an indifferent. Allison, what do you think?
I'm not. Maybe it's been a while since I've had a Warhead because I'm not really sure how these are. I mean, obviously they're smaller, but I'm not really sure how they're supposed.
They're mini.
Yeah. They're mini, but so they're just mini Warheads. I mean, they're not any different to me than other Warheads, but
they're extreme.
They're good once you get past the sour part. So that's not saying a whole lot.
Okay.
Considering that's our selling
really
point.
Sour at the start. I'm not sure what's happening there.
There's other candy you can buy that you can skip the sour part that just tastes like candy.
That's right. And just get straight to the candy. So I think I'm going to have to go indifferent to this because I don't really understand the purpose of it, I guess. I don't know why it's in this package. I don't like it. It's an indifferent to that. I guess I'm just confused.
All right, Geiger. Now,
I do like the idea of taking points off for that package because that package
is it supposed to go in your?
Who cares about the package?
Wait, what's wrong with the package?
I care.
Is it supposed to go in your pocket or like why?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. The one we're about to do is a much dumber package than that.
Is that an extreme sour minis hard candy package in your pocket? Or... No, it's just my hard dick.
If this is representing a hard-on, that's a pretty sad state of affair. 2-inch package.
What is the problem with this package? Those of you who don't like it.
For those of you who can't see, Novak's unzipping his pants right now.
Okay. Okay.
The problem is you don't know where to put it. Still talking about my penis.
Yeah.
Really, what's the problem with the Warhead package?
I'll tell you what's really a problem with it. The Tic Tac package is exactly like this, except when you open it, only one comes out.
Oh, I see.
This is like.
I'll tell you what the problem is. Because it's a hard casing of a package, you can't twist to close. So it's just a design flaw.
I'm missing out on innovations like that.
I'll tell you.
All right, Geiger, what do you say?
Well, I'm able to get by the pack. I don't care what it's packaged in. I actually kind of like that they're not so sour I can't stand it, but they were and it faded away. I like that it's sour and then it fades into something else because you get the kind of the fun of eating something like goofy and gimmicky and sour, and then you get to eat actual candy after. Unfortunately, the candy flavor, again, I don't know if it's like we talked about where our taste buds just get blown out, and then by comparison it feels mild, but the fruit taste just isn't that strong. If it had been somehow stronger, maybe they can't make them sweeter because it would counterbalance sour. I don't know how these things are constructed, but I would give it an indifferent to that. I don't mind them. I'd probably casually eat these, but they're not all that memorable. It's just kind of a weak, faint flavor. I tried 2 or 3, didn't notice a big difference in flavor, but they're not bad. They taste fine, and like I said, the sour is tolerable and kind of gives you kind of that fun of it without being disgusting.
All right, 3 indifferents and a dislike. The Warheads are in the lead. Now, Geiger, if
I was just thinking, these would actually damage a Lamborghini for sure.
How hard do you think you're throwing these things?
I thought you were doing
I'm
trick
just
shots.
saying-
It's a minuscule piece of candy at a giant automobile manufactured in a
shots.
factory.
It's not giant. It's it's not giant.
Oh, well, okay. Was the guy driving a paper mache Lamborghini? There's not going to hurt the body of the
I
Lambo.
think these would dent a Lamborghini. Again, only one way to find out. So next time I go to a Brewers game
Go to a Lambo dealership, do a test drive, and at the end just whip candy.
or a
out.
Lambo, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Can we rate all snacks on a new category of how damaging they would be to various automobiles? I give this 3 dents in an Audi.
Geiger, you say the packaging does not matter.
Yeah.
But why does a guy driving who's packaged in a Lambo so much hotter than a regular guy?
I mean, I think it's because you can tell by the kind of car he has that the dude has a massive schlong. You know he's got that money. You know he's got that schlong. And those are the only two good characteristics about men. Am I right, fellas? I'm not going to ask Allison because I think that's bordering on some sort of harassment. So, fellas.
You know I love money wrapped around a giant schlong, so...
Chad always stacking things.
I stack my schlongs between dollar bills.
All right, Chad, what's our segment?
All right, so it's been a minute since we did a BuzzFeed quiz.
No.
So
Yes.
we're going to do one.
Yes. I love BuzzFeed quizzes.
This one applies, I think, universally to all of us here. Which suburban dad are you? So, and underneath it says, come around back and help me grill up some steaks. So,
That's...
I'll ask you guys the questions, and then we'll see which suburban dad you all are. So, all right. Question number 1. Allison, we'll start with you.
All right.
How do you feel about khakis? Your choices are: love them, wear them all the time, wear them just for work. What are khakis? Heck no, I'm not ready to be a dad.
I feel that's kind of a leading question.
I think yeah. Now, am I supposed to rate these as if I were a dad? No, I think the third one. I'll take option 3.
What are khakis?
No, option 4.
Heck
I'm
no,
not ready.
I'm not ready to be a dad.
Yeah, I'm not ready to be a dad for
All right,
sure.
Geiger, what do
for
you
sure.
say?
Your options are: I love khakis, or I'm a shitty father. I don't own a single pair of khakis, so I'm with Allison. I'll take 4.
Okay. Novak, how do you feel about khakis?
I'm wearing them just for work.
Wear them just for work. I'm going to say, what are khakis? Because I'm not actually sure. Look, I'm not a fashionista. All right. Allison, what is your favorite dish? Hot dogs, whatever my wife is making, soup, and leftovers, alone.
Oh, no. This is really sad. I'm going to go with option 1, hot dog.
Hot dogs? Okay. Geiger, what do you say?
What was the third one?
The third one was soup.
I'll take soup. I like soup.
All right.
Better than hot dogs.
Depends on what kind of soup.
Novak,
Yeah.
do you like soup?
I'll take hot dogs too.
I actually don't like leftovers.
Me either.
So but I ate soup today. I love hot dogs though. All right, Allison, it's Sunday evening. What are you doing? A, Sunday is for the guys. B, sleeping. What else? C, having dinner with the family. Or D, reading the Constitution by the fireplace.
Okay.
What?
None of the above. What was option C? Eating only like
Having dinner with the family.
semi-social one? Okay. I'm going to go with having dinner with the family.
All right, Geiger.
I mean, in reality, I'm having dinner with the family. Yeah.
Novak.
I'll read the Constitution. How about that?
Is that what you're doing on Saturday night?
That's called a stunt Sunday.
What kind of dad is that? I don't get that one.
The founding father.
Anyone's dad's? My dad is certainly not reading the Constitution. So.
George Washington. Did he have children?
There you go. You're right.
Who's your founding father?
Did Washington have children?
Yeah. Old
Yeah.
George Jr. and Bob.
Chet Washington.
I'm going to say Sunday is for the guys. All right, moving on. Allison, opinions on the wife.
Okay.
Your options are,
Okay.
I love my wife. Which one? LOL. How intoxicated is she? And she's cool.
I'll go with 1. I love my wife.
You love your wife. All right, Geiger.
See,
Opinions on the wife.
I'm intrigued here because my wife does not listen, so I have free reign. Some of her friends do, but you know what? I'll just say she's cool. I would love her if she listened to the fucking podcast. That's right, wife. I'm calling you out.
She could be more cool.
She'll never know.
Novak,
I'll take the first one too.
I love my wife. All right. I'm going to say which one, LOL. So I don't understand that answer.
You think I could have more than one wife when I read the Constitution on Sunday night?
Your second wife is democracy.
It's George Washington.
Allison, what's your guilty pleasure? Now, this one, the first option, I think is supposed to be freshly cut grass, but they missed the second S, so it actually says freshly cut gras.
Okay.
That's your first option, freshly cut gras.
50 Shades of Gras.
Some really good quality control over
Yeah.
BuzzFeed. Second option, BDSM.
Oh, gosh.
Third option, Nicholas Sparks novels. Don't know who that is.
Oh.
And fourth option, Shirley Temples.
Okay. Wow. So it's between grass, BDSM. So the same person who spelled grass wrong wrote BDSM. I'm gonna go with the fourth one, Shirley Temples. That's a drink, right? Yeah?
Yes, it's a drink. Well, I think it's an alcoholless drink, though. It's like something you give your kids, like the Sprite and grenadine.
Oh, that's a.
You're thinking of a lemon gagger.
Right. Oh, that's a Xtremes Sourfuls. Sorry, I'm bad.
Exactly.
With a creamy white center. My super cool wife and I are really into BDSM, so I'm gonna do that.
Novak?
I'm going with the first one. I actually really like the smell of freshly cut grass, so freshly cut grass has to be good too.
Grass.
Gross.
You like the smell of grass? Who's Nicholas Sparks?
He wrote like
It's-
the Notebook and stuff. I think. Like he's
Romance novels,
Yeah.
yeah, romance novels, like trashy romance novels.
Well, I don't know why I asked, because I hate books, so I'm going to go freshly cut grass.
Freshly
Is
cut
The
grass.
Notebook a trashy romance novel?
Uh,
I don't think
would
it
you,
is
would you be
trashy.
surprised that I've never seen it? So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
All right, last one. Allison,
Yes.
what is your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby? Okay.
What's your favorite hobby? Here are the choices.
Okay.
Tending to my garden, watching sports, go Browns,
Okay.
going golfing, or restoring my old car.
They're very specific with the Browns.
peeling all the Sour Patch Kids off.
Yes, right. Is the last one taking care of an old car?
Restoring my old car, yeah.
You're right. I'll go with that one because it goes with my story.
All right, great. Here, I'll read your answer. You got Bob.
Bye.
And it's a picture. It's a picture of like a very generic white guy with a goatee and glasses. Kind of looks like our friend Gaudio. So it says, you got mail. Just
Bob!
kidding, you got Bob. He is your go-to dad joke. Bob works at the local brewery during the week and wears a wife beater and boxers on the weekend. He has 2 teen daughters who loves boys and not listening to their dad.
All right. I'm okay with Bob. Bob.
Bob's life sounds okay. To
Yeah,
be honest.
Bob
Hanging out
sounds
in his
cool.
underpants and working at a brewery.
Yeah, he works at a brewery. That's
That
awesome.
typo
I'm okay
makes
with
it. That typo makes it a. Does it say who loves boys?
No. It says who love boys.
Oh, okay.
The teen daughters love boys.
That typo makes Bob into a really bad guy.
You like sitting around in your boxers and being a pedophile. All right, Geiger, what's your favorite hobby?
Yeah, I'm into pedophiles. Wait, what? No, I think so. Wait, it's specifically the Browns.
Yeah, tending to my garden, watching sports, go Browns, going golfing, or restoring my old car.
Oh, watching the Browns anyone's hobby. I will say sports because that's what I would say, but fuck the Browns.
All right, you got Frank. And
Sure did.
so
You got
Frank.
Frank.
Frank is like an older gentleman, maybe early 60s, but he is very, very fit. He's wearing a tight shirt, and he's clearly jacked.
Wow.
Sounds like me so far.
Quite handsome. Says, you got Frank. Frank loves to host barbecues at his house every other weekend and is very involved at his kids' schools. His wife is half his age, and he loves to remind everyone that she was once on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
All right.
She was a power lifter.
Now, would Bob and Frank be friends, I think?
No.
Maybe.
No.
But
No, hell no.
Yeah.
No, Frank would beat the shit out of
Bob
Bob.
could bring beer to the barbecue. I'm
That's
just saying.
true. Or
Thank you.
That actually is you. I think that if a doctor looked at all of your health and medicals, they would say, this is a very fit 65-year-old.
they were like writing, he's super jacked, and then like it cut off the end of the print to jacked up. His body's really jacked, and then just cut off the word up.
Up or off?
His body's really jacked off. Yeah, that's what a doctor wrote. His body looks like it has been jacked off to exhaustion. There's nothing left inside of him.
Sorry, Allison.
No, it's okay.
No, Mac? What's your hobby?
Okay, I hate cars. I don't care about cars, and probably I would watch sports, but not since it says Browns. I do actually have a garden, so I'll go with gardening.
All right, tending to my garden. You got Steve.
Steve.
So this is a picture of like a just sort of like a middle-aged dude, and he is very enthusiastically screaming. He's holding up a football and also the remote control, and he's man spreading on the couch, and you can totally see his lack of a package in his jeans.
It's Warheads Xtremes.
Yes.
Yeah, it says. You got Steve, often referred to as, quote, coach. He loves the Cleveland Browns and evening sports. Oh, BuzzFeed. He has 2 boys who play football and a little daughter who loves ballet just as much as the Cleveland
Wait a minute.
Browns.
The guy who said he likes to garden and read the Constitution got I love football?
And he hates gardening.
Specifically the Cleveland Browns.
His favorite holiday is Super Bowl Sunday, and he isn't afraid to rough it up with the guys.
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
So fucking stupid. All right, so just in the interest, I'm gonna pick going golfing, even though I hate golfing. And unfortunately, I also got Bob. So,
Yay.
Allison, we can be sitting around in our wife beaters
Yay,
together.
2 Bobs. 2 Bobs brewing.
A couple
2
of Bobs.
brewing.
All right, that was which suburban
Yay.
dad are you?
Thank you to the 100 monkeys with typewriters at BuzzFeed for that quiz.
I wonder what city that guy's from who wrote that.
Portland.
Okay, it's time.
Yeah.
Now, Allison,
No.
before we get going, you
I'm not ready.
we had talked in another episode about sour websites and visiting the sour websites. We joked about who would visit a sour website, but I think you may have visited a sour website because didn't you read up about these before you bought them?
I did read up about these. I did my research. These are ranked like the most sour on lots of lists of sour candies. They're imported from Pakistan. These are, by the way, these are the toxic waste nuclear fusion, straight from Pakistan, and
From Pakistan.
Yeah.
The fuck?
and
It says they're manufactured in Indianapolis on the back.
By way of Pakistan.
Why did you?
no, but
All right.
look at the ingredients. It says made in Pakistan. So
Oh, manufactured
Oh, yeah.
for this company in Indianapolis.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
I mean, Indianapolis is the Pakistan of the Midwest, so I think it
exactly,
fits.
exactly.
I don't know what that means.
And I also found that there used to be like a candy bar of this, and it was found to be hazardous due to the amounts of lead in it. So
Hold on.
Cool.
it's true. Look it up.
Cool,
Look
cool.
it up.
All right.
that is accurate. I think it was called nuclear sludge. So anyway,
So you ordered these online.
yes, I ordered them online. And I'm scared to try them.
Did now was it shipped from Pakistan? Did
No.
it say?
No, it was not shipped from Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
There's definitely a warning on this one too, which
Yeah, let's talk about the packaging.
yeah.
It says there are 5 flavors in it, and they're all individually wrapped. And on the packaging, it has this time and mouth meter. Did you guys see that?
Where's
Yes,
Where it
I
says
definitely
if
saw
you-
that.
15 seconds total wuss, 30 seconds crybaby, 45 seconds toxic wannabe, and 60 seconds full toxic head. So I guess we have to time how long we can keep it.
I remember Warheads having that too
No, like that's
when
really
we were kids. Yeah.
That's no good because the Warhead stops being sour after after 15 seconds. So is this thing going to be sour for 60 seconds?
I really don't know. Wait, we all have to start at the same time because I was thinking we need a timer going on this for sure.
Well, hey, let's all eat the same one then.
I'm going to do grape strawberry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's all do grape strawberry then. The package is also a toxic waste barrel.
Yeah.
A little plastic toxic waste barrel, which is kind of
It's kind of cute.
interesting at least.
It's funny.
Different.
It's funny.
Toxic waste nuclear fusion. Sorry, what flavor are we doing? Oh, that's where it says.
Grape strawberry.
Oh.
All right, I've got a timer.
Wait.
Gummy.
I don't.
It's like something gummy about it.
I can't find it. Wait.
Mine's hard.
Wait.
Ugh.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
Wait,
God.
did you eat it?
It smells like
No. We all have to do it at the.
Smells
smells like a martini or something.
We all have to do it at the same time.
What martinis are you drinking?
Oh, I think mine like.
Drink 'em while you watch the Browns
Was
game.
yours like squishy?
Oh, is there like goo inside or something?
Yeah, it's a little like stuck to the individual wrapper.
A little. It's a lot stuck to the
There's more than one in there probably if you want to find a different one that's not all checked up.
Oh, I already hate this. Wait, don't start yet.
You got these.
I
You're
know.
responsible for this.
I know. What's wrong?
Come on, Bob, hurry up.
Yeah. Shut up, Bob.
These don't smell like Indianapolis. They smell like Gary, Indiana.
I don't think there really is another.
That Midwest joke.
Nope. There's only one grape strawberry in mine.
And you can't get it out of the package?
I mean, I wish you could.
I guess you have to eat the package.
Do you see that?
Oh, looks like a festering wound.
Oh.
What is happening?
Jesus H.
Get the thing out of my face, Bob.
So give me.
All right, we trying a
All
different
right,
one?
we'll try a
Oh,
different
no.
one and you're on.
Fine, just pick
No.
any old one. Just
Yeah,
pick
it
any
doesn't
one.
matter. Just pick one. I
Okay,
already got one
maybe
open.
another.
I don't want to open another one.
I don't know. I didn't like store these in an especially warm place.
It's nuclear waste. You're supposed to have it in like a plutonium
Exactly.
shelter.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. But also, this one's fine. I have raspberry lemon, and it's not like this one's fine.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
know
so
what was
regretting
going
this. I
on
don't wanna
with
do
that
this.
one.
Okay, we've seen it. That's enough.
Okay.
That's gross looking.
Stop holding it
It's
up.
got scab.
Bob, put your underwear back on.
Oh, I hate it already. All right, you got the timer?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh God. Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Wait.
Mmm.
Wait.
Mmm.
Are you sucking
Oh.
on it?
10 seconds
It's not
in.
that bad.
Not good.
Not good. Not good.
It builds a little bit.
That's just.
Honestly, who's getting
Oh.
a flavor out of this? This is just sour.
Ugh.
Mm,
All right, we're
Okay.
at 30 seconds. Cry, baby.
No.
Ugh.
you know what?
Ah, that's gross.
I was expecting worse.
Mm.
I really was.
It doesn't taste good, though.
No, it doesn't taste good. I was expecting worse though.
Yeah, it's not intense. It just tastes
Yay.
really bad.
Yeah,
You're not there yet.
That's not bad.
almost there.
Yeah.
Settle down, Bob. We're not there.
5 seconds.
Yay.
All right, we hit a
Yay.
minute. The sourness is like now completely gone.
It's gone.
Yeah,
Wow.
full toxic. head.
Oh.
Hmm.
I hated everything about that.
Bob having a real hard time over there.
I'm a full toxic head. Yep, that's it.
Got my toxic head badge. Right, put this away.
Should I try that one?
Eat that festering wound, Bob.
mm.
I knew it couldn't be that bad because
I still have
my
to
9-year-old saw this package and
Nah.
said toxic waste. The kids at school had that. I'm like, well, it can't be all that bad.
They do.
I'm like, is this
Really?
kid from Pakistan or what? Because I mean, how did he get his hands on these?
Yeah, exactly. I have never seen this in a store ever. So, also one of the ingredients is beeswax.
Really?
Mm.
Maybe that's what happened to this one. Yeah,
One of the ingredients is lead.
yeah.
Oh, actually, it says ingredients. The whole thing just says none of your beeswax. They can't tell us.
Rim shot.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Nice one, Steve.
Perfect.
Thank you. Go Browns!
Now, who wants to read a little Constitution? Thou shalt always have wings at the Super Bowl. Am I right? High fives.
This sour candy may change our morning constitution.
Talking about shitting.
Shit stories.
Okay.
That's one of Novak's patented shit stories.
Chad, you're up first. What do you think of toxic waste?
Well, it wasn't that bad once you powered through the 60 minutes and or 60 minutes, 60 seconds. And once you powered through an episode of 60 minutes, so I'm eating this grape strawberry flavor still, and kind of like it. The aftertaste here is better than any of these other things we've tried. Like, I'm actually tasting the grape and the strawberry. I don't want to spit it out. I'm gonna eat more flavors later.
Whoa.
Against all odds, this is getting a like that from me.
Whoa.
Bob.
I don't know, Bob.
Other Bob.
All right. Let's go to Allison. What do you think?
Wow. Yeah. Well.
Bob.
Yeah. Bob. Bob number one. I'm really torn on this. I don't know. Like, it was definitely not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, really. So, in a way, that was a little disappointing because that's, why I bought them and I had read. Although, to be fair, there were some like negative reviews on Amazon too of people saying it wasn't that bad. So that actually was disappointing. And the first one that you guys saw that I opened looked terrible. So I don't know what happened to that one.
The festering wound flavor.
The festering wound flavor, yeah. But now this flavor's good. So I'm going to have to just go, but I'm going to have to go with dislike that. I still don't understand the point. I don't understand the point.
This is good. Dislike.
But I hated the first minute of it.
You don't understand the scale is what you're trying to say.
Why should the first minute be terrible and then it's bad? I don't know. So I dislike that. I don't get it.
That's fair. Okay. Geiger.
Yeah.
What'd you think? Frank, I mean, sorry.
Hey. Sorry. Just got done picking up my college-age wife. Wait, she's halfway. It makes her 30. Never mind. Okay. She went back for her second degree.
She went back to college.
She's taken 20 years to get her undergrad. She's dumb as shit.
She's majoring in constitutional theory with her friend Steve. Always trying to take her to the Browns game.
Novak, do you actually like the Browns, or do you just like dropping off the Browns at the pool? Hashtag shit stories.
What do you think, Geiger?
I think you probably like dropping the Browns off at the pool. Oh, the candy? All right, so I would say I am a little bit with Allison. You're both right in that, like, Chad, you're right in that this is the best tasting candy of the bunch. Like, the actual candy bar is the best tasting candy and had an actual flavor. I could tell the flavors that were in it. It was kind of what I hoped the Warheads were. Having said that, the sour part was awful. The sour part was just, it wasn't like I said, it wasn't overpoweringly sour for like where my eyes were twitching. It just tasted like shit, which I guess is sort of the point. This is tough for me. I also do think the little waste barrel is some cutesy bullshit. I get it. They're trying to be gimmicky, but fuck this. I
thought you didn't care about the packaging.
I do care when it's dumb. Like, how am I supposed to carry this around in my pocket? A barrel of toxic waste.
Is that a barrel of toxic waste in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? This one actually looks like a dick.
This looks like a dick?
The other one.
This inch-and-a-half long thing?
Why is everybody putting candy in their pocket?
Size like a bath stopper? This thing is a fucking dick to you? All right. Okay, cool,
Bob.
Bob.
At least it's a cylinder. Bob's got a chode.
Rate the fucking candy. Good Lord. Rate the candy.
I'm really torn between an indifferent and a like.
Give it that like.
You know what? I'm gonna give it a like just because the candy itself tastes good and I can get through the toxicness of it to get to that point, but just barely.
But why should you have to? That's what I don't get.
Well, because you're eating. It's not like I picked up a bag of Smarties and was like, "Oh, these taste weird." Like I know what I'm getting into, right? If I'm eating them, so I have to expect some of the sour.
Yeah, I guess that's the point. Yeah. I just don't get it.
When I went to Pakistan and had them special ordered for a podcast, I then can't get surprised later.
Okay. So, against all odds, the toxic waste is going to win this thing because I like it. I'm with you guys. I like it too. Now, maybe if it was the only thing I tried, I'd have felt differently. But stacked up against these other two, it's a home run because it tastes good when the sour's done. Now, if it was just that candy and it was never sour, I would say it tasted pretty average.
Yeah.
But because it's followed by a terrible sour, the candy tastes better.
Yep.
So that is one maybe reason for having the sour. Also, just the fun of it. But I'm going to give it a like that. There was no hesitation. Once I got to the candy, I thought, this is the best thing we've had today. So 3 likes and a dislike. Still, the winner is the toxic waste nuclear fusion, straight out of Pakistan by route of Indianapolis.
I have to say, I am surprised.
I am very surprised.
Indeed.
Disappointed, actually. I thought these were going to be a lot worse.
Now, what would these do to a Lamborghini?
Well, this one, I mean, we can already see what that did to the package. So,
Yeah.
pretty damaging. Pretty damaging.
It might help if there's beeswax. You could give it a nice little wax job. Just rub it all over the Lamborghini.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Geiger, where can people contact us, tell us what they think of the sour candy or anything else?
Well, you can frequent whatever dark web Reddit sites that Allison was going to research these. You can also let us know what you think about sour candy, what you think about defacing Lamborghinis, the size of the package that a typical guy named Bob, Steve, or Frank driving a Lamborghini might have. Or you could frequent us and let us know what you think about the podcast, what you think about the candy ratings that we had today, or any other. Suggest a topic for a future episode, anything you want to give us. We love your feedback. And you can do that at youtrydat@gmail.com. We have a Facebook group, You Tried Dat. We are on Twitter, #YouTriedThat. We are on Stitcher, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram. If I didn't say that one already, I think I did. Also on Facebook and Twitter. And we're always happy to hear from
Instagram?
you. And also, if you are listening to the podcast frequently, it would be great if you could give us a review.
Geiger, is that a Instagram account in your pants? Or are you happy to see me?
My Instagram is shaped a lot like a toxic barrel.
Now, Allison, how far can a Lamborghini go? So let's say, let's say before you had met your husband, and it was phrased poorly. Before you met your husband, we go back in time and we replay life,
Right.
but this time.
Right.
When you first meet your husband, he has a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
How much does that accelerate the marriage process? How much sooner are you going to end up getting married?
You know what? Not at all. I'm to be completely serious about this.
What was he driving when you met him?
What was he driving when I met him? Mazda Speed 3, which is still what he drives. So, and I still drive the same car I got when I graduated college. So
Your husband sounds like a real Bob.
he's more of a Steve. No, I don't know. Not at all. I think the guy.
He's twice your age?
The guy that's driving a Lamborghini around to a random apartment complex in Milwaukee is like a total douchebag, and not at all. Not at all.
Okay, now before we go, who's everybody's favorite Browns player?
Who's the one that just got hit with the helmet? Or hit a guy with the helmet? I forget.
Miles Garrett is who you're thinking
Yeah.
of.
That's it.
You're thinking of Steve.
Steve Frank.
I don't know any Browns players, but
You don't know a single one?
no.
Do you know any NFL players?
Yes, I do. Yeah, nope, don't know any. But isn't the Browns color orange? That's what I know about the Browns.
It's orange and brown. Yep.
There you go. That's my fact about the Browns.
Orange Jenkins. That's your favorite.
That's my fact.
Orange, you're glad we talked about the brown.
That's my fact about the Browns. Next question.
When you go to a Browns game, do you arrive in the 5th inning and leave in the 8th inning?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm there for 1/8 of the game.
Okay, let's call it there. But we want to thank Allison for coming back, and Allison, hopefully we will see you again soon.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks very much for coming.
Great.
You're welcome.
We will be back next time. We'll be trying out 3 brand new skills.
Deuces.
Yep.